I think most guitarists out there, myself usually included, associate drop D tuning with metal, right? Electric guitar, distorted, right? And we don't usually think about what drop D can offer us in other contexts. But I want to show you a really, really fun way to play around in the key of D with a standard guitar, tuned drop D, on acoustic. So what we're going to do is we're going to be building around the entire scale, essentially the chord scale of the key of D. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is drop your low E string down to D. And I'm a little sharp there, right? And that's going to be at your 7th fret. And you want that to match your A string. Okay, can also match it to the open D string. So we're going to be working around your D chord here. But now instead of thinking of this as a D chord, we're going to think of it as a major shape. Okay, this is going to be a major shape. And in the key of D, now this is going to be our 1 chord. Okay, so if you know this shape and this shape, this is your D minor shape, you can do everything in here. We're only working with those 2 shapes. So you're going to start with your 1 here on the D, and then you're going to slide it up here 2 frets so that your ring finger, this is going to be your guiding finger, is in the D minor shape on the 5th fret here. Remember, ring finger on the 5th fret. Okay, this is our 2 chord. Incidentally, this is going to be an E minor chord. This note right here is an E. This is our minor shape. So we have a D and E minor, which is our 2 in the key of D. Then we come up here to an F sharp minor. That's our 3. Here, now we're only moving up a half step. First we moved a whole step, then another whole step. Now it's a half step from the 7 up to the 8, and we're back to our major shape because we're in a major key and our 1, 4, 5 are major chords. So we have 1, 2 minor, 3 minor, half step, 4 major, and this is a G major chord here. Now we're going to move up another whole step, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half is our major scale formula. So this is our 5, and we are at an A chord. Now we're going to move up another whole step, but we're back to our minor shape here, okay? And you notice when I'm strumming these chords, I'm strumming all 6 strings because we dropped that low E down to a D. So our bottom 2 strings essentially make a D power chord, a D and an A, which gives us this sort of fat, key-centric drone behind the rest of the chords that we're playing, which is what makes this so much fun. Okay, so we come up here again. This is our 6, and our ring finger is on the 12th fret with our minor shape, our D minor shape, but now it's just a minor shape, our 6th chord. For this sake, we're going to skip our 7, as we tend to do very often. We're going to come all the way back up to the 15th fret. That's 12 frets higher than where we started, which means we've reached our octave and we are back to the 1 here at the top in our major shape. So once again, we have a major rooted on the D here, and it's not rooted, but we're thinking of our guiding tone as this ring finger. 1, whole step minor, 2, whole step minor, 3, half step back to major, 4, whole step back to major, 5, whole step up to minor in our 6th chord, our relative, and then we're going to move up 3 steps to take it back home to the octave, back home to the 1. Okay, and notice again, all these strings are just ringing out. So now what I want you to do is just start playing around in here and start treating these different chords almost like they're just different notes, right? You're just thinking about kind of walking around them in time. So we'll think of just a nice sort of 4-beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move it around. Let's go to D. You just take it back home. Set a new home. A lot of fun to play around with, very inspiring for songwriting too. And of course you have your D sus and your D sus 2, D sus 4 and D sus 2 behind it, available in here as well. All kinds of fun stuff in there, okay? So mess around with that, have fun, let me know what you think, and remember to always keep your guitar within reach.